Hi everyone, today is Wednesday, the 8th of February 2017, and today we're going to be looking at the Illuminati Freemason symbolism to do with Marilyn Monroe. Now, we've done videos about her in the past, like the events surrounding her death and such things like that, but I also wanted to say that she actually represents this heavenly woman of Revelation 12. See, she wears white for heaven, just like Marilyn, see? Now, this dragon that comes after this woman in Revelation 12, this dragon is known as Satan, basically, the devil, a red beast rising from the bottomless pit. So, Marilyn Monroe, apparently, she died because she overdosed on pills. That's how the official story goes, but there are a lot of conspiracy theories that surround her death. I mean, so many people think that this clown here represents Satan, the devil. And many people think that this injection here represents the pills that killed Marilyn. This whole thing here is basically the cover art for an Illuminati card game. So, see how her feet and legs, they form a V shape, and that actually represents like the V for the fifth age of the Bible coming. See that V there? This is a mural, right, that hangs in the main Bank of America. And you can see Satan and his angels coming in this great millstone right here. This could be a asteroid, a UFO, a nuke, whatever. We don't know yet. But I mean, even that injection that I showed could be equated to things like diseases and viruses, and that's why this guy in this hazmat suit is right here. So, that being said, this is known as the Freemason Royal Arch. There's that V for the fifth age, and here's the Freemason checkerboard symbolism. So you see that V, and you see that V there, see? So there's the checkerboard symbolism there, there's the checkerboard symbolism there, there's the checkerboard symbolism there. The black is for the darkness, the white is for heaven. You want more evidence? Okay, let's get up some more evidence. Because I know some of you like to have even more evidence. So, yeah, here's more Freemason checkerboard symbolism in a picture with Marilyn Monroe. And then, obviously, there's the Freemason checkerboard symbolism, there's the Freemason checkerboard symbolism, there's the Freemason checkerboard symbolism, there's Felicity Jones, there's Catherine Waterston. And that's right, Marilyn Monroe, Catherine Waterston, Felicity Jones, they all represent this same woman of Revelation 12. So, her character in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, Tina Goldstein, she represents this woman. Her character in Star Wars Rogue One, Jyn Erso, she represents this woman as well. So you see where I'm going with this? Like, even the character that she plays in The Theory of Everything, she represents this woman as well, even though the character that she played in The Theory of Everything was based on a real woman, because that real woman also represents her. So you see how this is like a massive circle, like a vicious circle almost, because this is all planned by God down to the last detail. And the universe just flows continuously. I wouldn't say in a loop, because I'm not sure if that's the right word, but it just, I mean, yeah, there is a straight line, but there's loads of tangents that come off of that line. Like if you think of a line in the center with tangents coming out of it, up above it and underneath it, and such things like that, even left of it and right of it as well. Like, um, look at this: Chloe Grace Moretz and Hit Girl. They both represent this woman as well. Look, look, Chloe Grace Moretz, she has blonde hair just like Marilyn Monroe. Because they both represent this woman, see? Like, Catherine Waterston and Felicity Jones have the same colour hair as each other. Because they represent this woman as well. So you see how this is just continuous over and over again. Like, see, this is a phone line to heaven. That's what it represents. I've said that in a previous video. But this picture here of Chloe Grace Moretz on the phone, right? It represents another picture where Marilyn Monroe is on the phone. There have been many pictures over the years um, of women on the phone, including Marilyn Monroe. I mean, if I remember rightly, there's even a picture in one of my calendars of Georgie Porter on the phone. Like, and yeah, that's right, because Georgie Porter represents this woman as well. That's why Georgie Porter has blonde hair, just like Marilyn Monroe and Chloe Grace Moretz. So this is just the same symbolism over and over and over again. Look here, look at this picture, right? Doesn't it look like she's on a mobile here? It does, doesn't it? I mean, how does that even make sense? Like, because like mobiles weren't even invented at this time. Like, are they doing time travel experiments with a Hadron Collider? Possibly. But we don't have any concrete proof, unfortunately. Just all like theories and what could possibly be evidence. um, but I mean, it could be something entirely different in their hands, like makeup or something. We're not entirely sure. This is just all theories. So look, look at this. Happy 4th of July. 4th of July is Independence Day. We have got to be independent individuals. We've got to have our own minds. We haven't got to be controlled by the Illuminati and Freemasons. Because if we're not controlled by them, then we're independent. Do you see where I'm coming from? I mean, like, even this picture is about blending the iron with the clay, blending the evil with the good, because the red of Satan with the blue of Jesus. Most of the pictures of Marilyn Monroe, like, she's either wearing blue or white clothing. Blue for Jesus, white for heaven. Like, okay, there are a few exceptions where she's wearing different colored clothing, like might be red, and that represents when Jesus wears a vesture of red at the end times. I mean that green might be the green for Islam. We don't know. Like it could represent just like Enchantress in Marvel wears green, and Polaris in Marvel wears green as well. Like it could even represent that. I mean, just remember the um like Enchantress in Marvel, she has blonde hair just like Marilyn Monroe. So that's just another thing. Like Marilyn did go barefoot quite a lot, and that's well, because she wanted to be sexy, because, I mean, obviously she was sexy. She was like one of the sexiest women that ever lived, for Christ's sake. I mean, I don't mean to use the Lord's name in vain, but you know, sometimes you have to when you get really pissed off when people don't like Marilyn Monroe because I absolutely adore her. Um, so that being said, right, I mean, what this represents here is that Marilyn is now up in heaven where she belongs because she represents the heavenly woman of Revelation 12. So we were blessed with her for a short time. I mean, just think about it. Heaven's white, pills are white as well, and the official story goes that she died from an overdose of pills. So, I mean, all of the people who are left on the earth at the end of days, they will be made to worship at her feet, basically. Like, is it better for Marilyn to be here on the earth or for her to be in heaven? Like, yes, we would be blessed by her if she was still here, but I'm afraid her place is in heaven because she's a heavenly woman. So that's why Jesus went back to heaven, because he he is a heavenly man. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like like so here's Marilyn, the blonde, on the phone. Here's Chloe Grace Moretz, the blonde, on the phone. White phone line to heaven, and then white phone line to heaven. See? So, that's that then. See this pumpkin patch right here? This is Hagrid's pumpkin patch from Harry Potter. Emma Watson, aka Hermione Granger, she represents the heavenly woman of Revelation 12 as well. And that's why she's wearing blue jeans for Jesus, Israel, and Jacob. So, there's also a picture of Marilyn Monroe with some pumpkins as well. I mean, how much more obvious can this symbolism be? It's just ridiculous. Like, I'm sorry, like, look. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh. It's just ridiculous that people just don't pick up on this. Like, right, Carrie Fisher, aka Princess Leia. She also passed away, just like Marilyn Monroe. She also represents the heavenly woman of Revelation 12. See, she's wearing white for heaven as well. See? Just like Marilyn. See how her hairstyle right there is similar to Marilyn's hairstyle right here? Like, just absolutely. I mean, here's the woman of Revelation 12 with the pumpkins. And here she is again here. It's just the exact same thing over and over again. Like, you want even more evidence beyond this? Here's a picture of Carrie Fisher in the sea. Here's a picture of Marilyn in the sea, because they both represent the same person. So here is literally Obama, the beast out of the sea, coming. See, he's literally coming out of the sea right there. Here's him with Richard Branson, the two Freemasons together, and he's choking him like Darth Vader, see?